both a lack of male connection and bonding with my father, as well as a lack of male connection and bonding with my male peers. Both of these played major roles in leading me down a path where I ended up struggling with homosexuality for years. See, God designed the genders, male and female. He intended men to be masculine and he intended women to be feminine. He also designed and created heterosexual marriage. And the way it's supposed to work is like this. As a boy, you are to look up to your father and he is to model for you what a mighty masculine man of God looks like so you know what kind of man to become. Your mother is to model for you what a feminine, God-fearing woman looks like, so you know what kind of woman to marry. And together, your mother and father are to model for you what a Christ-centered marriage looks like, one that is full of passion and romance, one where they're best friends and not just roommates, so that you know what kind of marriage to have for yourself. I had none of these things. On top of that, I had a lack of connection with my father. I had a lack of connection with my male peers. It wasn't until I was 22 years old that I had my first male best friend, brother in Christ. Before that, I had only female best friends, and I was, for the majority of my life, surrounded by women. It is not a sin to want to connect with other men as a man, or to connect with masculinity as a man. There is a healthy way, which God intended and designed to be with your father, and healthy platonic male-to-male relationships, brotherhood. But there's also a sinful way. And so I would go to, for example, pornography. And I would look at homosexual pornography, and I could, through this deviant thing, this disgusting thing, wicked and evil, I could get that connection with a man that I was lacking in my life. And so much healing happened in my life throughout my 20s when I began to replace the sinful connection that I was getting through pornography, for example, with healthy male relationships. And so God began to surround me with masculine, mighty men. And I could get that male-to-male connection that I was looking for. You know, I was never going to find what I was looking for in sin. But when I began to get that male-to-male connection with other men in a healthy, biblical, godly way, my attractions and my desires for men began to fade until they were completely gone. That's just part of the puzzle of my healing journey. But God has taken those desires I had to connect with men, and he's replaced the evil that I was going to with righteousness.